This is News 3 Now at 6.
And thanks for joining us. A lot of developing news tonight, including how Wisconsin lawmakers are reacting to today's impeachment news.
But we want to start with weather, as we have an alert day in the forecast for what could be messy winter weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi is tracking it all. Gary?
Well, Charlotte, today we had a pretty nice day with temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40, and we melted a little snow. Tomorrow we're going to add to it. Winter weather advisories are already in effect for areas north and west of Dane County from tomorrow morning through tomorrow evening. Snowfall amounts from the Future Track computer models show generally about 2 to 4 inches of snow over southern Wisconsin, maybe some 1-inch amounts down toward the Illinois state line, the 3 or 4 inch amounts more likely up toward the Dells, and there could be a little bit of light freezing rain with some minor ice accumulations. We'll have to see if that has an impact, but right now we have that alert day in the forecast for the occasional snow that'll last through much of the day into tomorrow evening, along with a wintry mix of precipitation. You can see that's already occurring well to our north and west. That's the weather system that'll be in here by tomorrow morning. Visibility is right now okay, but we could also see some patchy fog overnight, starting to see a little bit of light fog over parts of northern Illinois, farther to the north and northwestern Wisconsin. Temperatures are still above freezing, so we're melting a little bit of that snow cover. That's adding some moisture to the air, and we probably will see some patchy fog overnight, but snow will develop probably by mid to late morning here in Madison, earlier out to the west. Tomorrow's high temperature at 34, and again, there could be that wintry mix of precipitation as well. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
With bipartisan support, the House of Representatives voted for a second time to impeach President Donald Trump. The Senate is on a recess break right now and is set to reconvene Tuesday, the day before Joe Biden's inauguration. So the Senate trial likely won't start until President Trump has already left office.
There are already a number of Republican senators who said they might be open to impeachment. That was when the stakes were not clear. If what's on the table is not removal, but only a ban on future office holding, that might make it easier for some Republican senators to vote to convict. There would still be presumably a political cost among the pro-Trump base, but not as great a cost as there might have been if the issue were removal.
In just the last hour, President Trump issued a statement from the White House telling people who attacked the Capitol last week that they are against the Make America Great Again movement and against this country.
Whether you are on the right or on the left, a Democrat or a Republican, there is never a justification for violence. No excuses, no exceptions. America is a nation of laws.
During the impeachment vote today, lawmakers fiercely debated over charges that the president incited last week's assault on the Capitol. 10 Republicans joined Democrats in voting yes.
The last 3 years, 11 months, and 2 weeks, you can't give the president bananas and then all of a sudden say you have a banana republic in the final 2 weeks, right? You needed to have a little more self-awareness. So, at least I think this is the right move today. In a week, we will have a different president. I hope that will calm things down and get.
Republican Congressman Brian Stile released a statement on his vote against impeaching President Trump. He says this impeachment vote sets a, quote, horrible precedent, and says there were no hearings, no investigation, no witness testimony, and no due process.
Ahead of Inauguration Day, Governor Tony Evers says 500 Wisconsin National Guard troops will mobilize to federal duty in Washington, D.C. They'll be part of the up to 20,000 Guard troops and other officers ready to keep the peace amid threats of a large armed protest and a plot to surround the Capitol, White House, and Supreme Court and kill lawmakers. The FBI warns of possible armed protest at state capitals as well across the country. Yesterday, Governor Evers authorized the National Guard to assist Wisconsin Capitol Police. As police here prepare for those possible armed protests at our own Capitol, we looked into the rules of what is allowed and what is not allowed on Capitol grounds.
Can people just show up carrying guns? And at what point would police intervene? Jamie Perez has the answers to those questions.
You can see the plywood boards already up, but Madison police plan to make their presence known this week too.
Are putting together a staffing and security plan for Sunday and then for, the early part of next week.
Interim Chief Vic Wall said they're geared up with more staff and will run a united command post. All agencies involved will be in the same room so they can respond to a potential threat around the state capitol effectively and efficiently.
Certainly encourage people that want to come to a protest or engage in expressive activity to leave the guns at home. I think it makes it much more difficult, obviously, for the officers policing these events when you have people that are armed or people that are openly carrying firearm.
Although it's discouraged. In the state of Wisconsin, you can generally carry a firearm out in the open as long as you're not a convicted felon, threatening someone with it, or using it in an illegal fashion. So if you are standing outside of the Capitol grounds, say here on the sidewalk, you can openly carry. But if you go past these doors, only concealed carry is allowed, and no guns are allowed at all inside any office that has this sign posted outside of it. The Department of Administration turned down our interview requests, but the DOA website states a more general rule that any other items that law enforcement deem a hazard to public safety are also prohibited. Wall said MPD will respond accordingly, no matter what happens over the next week.
I think we'd have to base our decisions and our response on the behavior of the person and whether they were, certainly if they're pointing a weapon at somebody, that would be inappropriate, that would be illegal, and that might be a situation where we would, take some action. If they were verbally threatening someone, and connecting that to the use of a firearm, that might be a time where we would intervene.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
The consequences for breaking these laws depend on the circumstance, but a common charge could be disorderly conduct while armed or recklessly endangering safety.
The FBI is offering $50,000 for information that could lead to the person who planted a pipe bomb in Washington, D.C. last Wednesday. Today, we're learning more about it from the Madison woman who actually found the bomb during a routine laundry trip. Adam Duxter now with the very latest on this story. Adam.
Yeah, well, Carlin Younger says she moved from Madison to Washington, D.C. to work for the Department of Commerce just a few years back. And it was during a routine laundry visit just this past week on Wednesday that she says she noticed something that was a bit out of the ordinary. And turns out she had discovered a pipe bomb, which law enforcement believes was placed strategically near the RNC, as one was also placed near the DNC across town. And tonight she describes the moment she first saw the bomb, which at first she mistook for a piece of trash.
Lean closer, and that's when I see this dial, and it has a hand on 20. And my brain still is just processing and analyzing. This isn't like a movie where you run and you're like, because you don't know yet. You haven't seen this before. You're not expecting to see it. Okay, so I can't move it. And what if somebody else finds it? And that's when the adrenaline hit.
Younger says police were there within minutes, but she couldn't get back into her building for hours that night. And coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear more from Younger about that exact moment and what she says she fears could have happened had she not been there.
Adam Duxter reporting tonight. Adam, thank you.
2-hour coronavirus headlines now. Health officials recorded more than 2,200 new cases today. That is below the 7-day rolling average of 2,600. 40 more people have died. DHS officials confirmed a more contagious COVID-19 variant, first identified in the UK, has made its way here to Wisconsin. The variant B.1.1.7 was identified in the state yesterday. There is no evidence the new variant causes more severe illness or risk of death. So after facing criticism for slow rollout of the coronavirus vaccine, Governor Tony Evers said he expects things will speed up after a conversation he had yesterday.
Well, our Amy Reed joins us now to explain what has changed here. Amy?
The governor told me up until yesterday, his administration has been hamstrung by federal government requirements. He said Wisconsin and other states have been required to reserve a certain number of doses, but after talking with Vice President Pence yesterday, they no longer have to do that. He said his administration has been doing the best they can, but he does expect to see an improvement from this change.
It means that we need to set up much more larger groups to be brought in. We can do that. It was a matter of making sure that we had enough second doses. That's been taken care of. I heard it from the vice president. I heard it from the president-elect. We're going under that assumption.
He expects the process to still be somewhat clunky, though, given how many doses the state has to give out. The Assembly Speaker and the Assembly Majority Leader sent a letter to the governor today criticizing his slow rollout and said they're available to help. They've been especially vocal about recommendations that put prisoners in one of the next groups to be vaccinated. We're expecting to hear a lot more on that tomorrow when the Assembly Committee on Health takes up public comment on vaccine rollout so far.
Amy Reed live at the Capitol tonight. Amy, thank you. And coming up next at 6, a conservative law firm claims Madison's Police Civilian Oversight Board that prioritized diversity in its member selection process is actually cloaking policies that are racially discriminatory. We'll have a response from the city attorney next.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Gobin Cars is having a huge winter sale. Don't miss out on 2018 and 2019 Chevy Equinoxes starting at $14,995 or $230 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2018 or 19 Chevy Equinox starting at $14,995 or $230 per month.
Gobin Cars is family owned and operated for over 50 years.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Ring in the new year with a new room from Steinhoffel's during our extended New Year's sale. Save 35% store-wide and get amazing deals like any size Sealy mattress, only $99. This queen bed, $699. Or this dining set, $799. This leather sofa, now only $999. And make your new room more affordable with Steinhoffel's 60-month special financing. Only at Steinhoffel's and Steinhoffels.com.
Extended through January 15th. Join Planet Fitness for no enrollment. $10 a month, no commitment. 2020 is over. Start 2021 with tons of ways to get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. And spread out while you work out with cardio distancing and our new crowd meter. Plus, use our app to get moving anywhere. Your fitness is essential, so kick things off with the year's best deal. Join for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Deal ends January 15th.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
A conservative law firm is challenging part of Madison's Police Civilian Oversight Board for imposing what it calls unconstitutional racial quotas. The Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty filed a notice on behalf of 7 Madison residents yesterday. They believe the city violated the Constitution's ban on racial discrimination by requiring the makeup of the group to be 50% black and also include people within the Asian, Latinx, Native American, and LGBTQ communities. WILL claims this policy is actually, quote, cloaking deeply regressive policies of racial discrimination. Madison City Attorney Michael Haas tells News 3 Now that the intent was to ensure broad and diverse representation from the Madison community.
New at 6, health experts at American Family Children's Hospital are seeing a significant increase in cases of pediatric type 2 diabetes compared to 2019. During the pandemic, patients with either type 1 or type 2 have also been showing more severe symptoms like significant dehydration or very high blood sugar levels. For type 2 diabetes, which is associated with obesity, genetics plays a role, but a healthy diet and exercise are key to prevention.
We've seen an uptick this fall, which really think has been several months into this pandemic. And that really, I do think the role of stay at home, more sedentary activity, screen time, virtual school, and certainly financial stresses and food scarcity, I think all that is likely playing a role in this newer uptick we've seen in kids with type 2 diabetes.
She says it's important to reach out to a doctor quickly if your child is experiencing increased thirst, frequent urination, fatigue, or significant weight changes. Delays in diagnosis can lead to more severe symptoms. And we'll be right back.
Furnish your home in good taste with Pletz Furniture. Shop for new ideas from a large selection of quality name brands in stock and ready for delivery, including Lazy Boy, Sealy, and Amish-made furniture. Pletz Furniture in downtown Baraboo. Quality furniture at lowest prices.
Menards has everything you need for your painting project. We have the best brands, best quality, and best prices, period, on paints from Pittsburgh. Choose your paint colors with confidence. We offer free custom color matching and tinting to create over 2,000 color options. Grand Distinction is a paint and primer in one with a distinctively rich and beautiful color. A gallon is $30.98. Now, during Menards Project Day sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Imagine facing Wisconsin's bitter cold winter without a warm home, or the blistering heat of summer without power, then having to make the tough choice between eating or meeting other basic survival needs. Unfortunately, over 200,000 of our neighbors in need will face this difficult decision with no place else to turn, including those who are now unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis. Keep a neighbor in crisis safely in their home during these difficult times by supporting and donating to the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund today.
The forecast calls for a messy commute. The Ford lineup helps keep you in command. Intelligent four-wheel drive monitors traction, and a terrain management system adapts to road conditions at the turn of a knob. So you're ready to take on the elements with confidence. Power through the storm in a new Ford Explorer, now with 0% financing for 72 months, plus $4,250 bonus cash. See your Wisconsin dealer today.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Furnish your home in good taste with Pletz Furniture. Shop for new ideas from a large selection of quality name brands in stock and ready for delivery, including Lazy Boy, Sealy, and Amish-made furniture. Pletz Furniture in downtown Baraboo. Quality furniture at lowest prices.
A 92-year-old World War II Navy veteran completed a big challenge today. Jack Naughton went months without shaving, making a pact to keep growing out his beard until the pandemic ended.
So although it's not over yet, his girlfriend gave him a fresh shave to celebrate a different milestone. Photojournalist Brian Messmer has the story.
I'm Jack Naughton. I'm 92 years old. I was in the Navy, and I was in World War II. About a week before COVID hit, I decided I'd grow a beard, keep it trimmed, a short one. Then COVID hit. And I brashly said to my friends and relatives, I won't cut it until COVID is over. The days and the weeks and months went by, and so here's what you see now. I also said I would cut it if a major event occurred, and that event is I'll be getting a COVID vaccination through the VA. And so, very soon now, my sweetheart, Kathy Byer, will cut my beard off.
All right, we're gonna be right in here.
All right.
Hello. Hello.
Give a little poke. As it goes in. And we're out.
Thank you.
Here we go.
This is also kind of momentous as far as the COVID is concerned. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it's interesting that this is coming off in about 5 minutes, and it took me, 9 months to grow or something like that? Wow. Gosh, that feels different. It looks better?
It looks better.
Oh. I've gone from looking like your grandpa to looking like your toy boy.
I love that story. We needed it, didn't we? With Alert Day in the forecast, snow is on the way. Here's meteorologist Gary Canalti, his first warn forecast.
Well, Eric, snow is on the way for tomorrow. There could be some light rain or freezing rain mixed in as well, so we have an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow for that potential. It looks like about 1 to 4 inches of snow. Heaviest amounts will probably fall north and west of Madison, lighter amounts down toward the Illinois state line. That's what the computer models are kind of hinting at, but there could be some additional snowfall that would fall beyond this forecast, which runs through 6 p.m. Friday over parts of northwestern Wisconsin into parts of southeastern Minnesota. And there could be some strong winds with near blizzard conditions out there. Our big problem will be light snow and the potential for a little bit of light freezing rain mixing in. Computer models showing just a couple 1/100ths of an inch of freezing rain, but that's something we just have to keep in mind. Winter weather advisories are in effect north and west of Dane County from tomorrow morning through late tomorrow evening. Winter storm watches remain in effect from northwestern Wisconsin, including Eau Claire and areas just north and west of La Crosse, through the Twin Cities metro area into much of southern Minnesota and northwestern Iowa. If you're traveling in that direction, especially late tomorrow or tomorrow night and into Friday, you might want to keep a very close eye on the forecast because, like I said, they could be looking at near blizzard conditions there. For us, skies will be mostly cloudy tonight. We'll see some patchy areas of fog. Here comes the precipitation by morning, moving into areas west of Madison in the morning and then pretty much through all of southern Wisconsin during the afternoon. By evening, it starts to wind down with some snow showers or flurries. Notice out to the west, more significant snow still falling farther to the west. And again, that could be accompanied by near blizzard conditions. And then as the whole storm system kind of weakens and pushes through, we'll see the back part of the storm with some flurries or some light snow showers that could linger into Saturday. Otherwise, high temperatures today have been in the upper 30s to around 40. Madison's topped out at 39. So we've melted a little bit of the snow, but we will add to that for tomorrow. So again, winter weather advisories in effect north and west of Dane County from tomorrow morning through late tomorrow evening. Look for a high temperature tomorrow of 34. Snow should develop during the morning west of Madison, and areas east of Madison will see it certainly during the afternoon, and there could be a little bit of light freezing rain or light rain mixed in for a short period of time. On future track beginning early tomorrow morning, you can see by noontime everybody west of Madison getting some snow or mixed precipitation. During the afternoon, it moves on through, and then by evening starts to wind down. Those snowfall amounts probably 1 to 4 inches, lighter amounts down toward the Illinois state line, maybe a little heavier amounts up toward the Dells, and a little bit of light freezing rain mixed in as well. After that system, look for some flurry chances over the weekend. Temperatures turn a little colder for the start of next week, not terribly so, maybe a little more significant cold snap toward the end of the week, followed by some snow toward the end of next weekend.
And coming up in sports, Aaron Donald will be a focal point for the Packers offense, while Matt LaFleur says they need to know exactly where he is at all times. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The forecast calls for a messy commute. The Ford lineup helps keep you in command. Intelligent four-wheel drive monitors traction, and a terrain management system adapts to road conditions at the turn of a knob. So you're ready to take on the elements with confidence. Power through the storm in a new Ford Explorer, now with 0% financing for 72 months, plus $4,250 bonus cash. See your Wisconsin dealer today.
At Papa Murphy's, we make fresh pizza that you bake at home. Because home is where the fun is. Right now, get the Herb Chicken Mediterranean Pizza for just $9. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
So, how's saving for the renovation going?
All done.
I will never understand how you do it.
Easy. She saves with BMO Harris. We give you a cash reward for every month you save.
So BMO will give me cash for saving money?
You bet.
Can the subject hold position 2, please?
How's this?
That's art.
That makes saving look good.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. Get a $5 reward every month you save $200 or more in a new BMO Statement Savings account.
At American Family Insurance, we've always protected more than what you drive. We've protected and supported the dreams that drive you. Right now, that means extending our 10% savings on auto premium for all current and new auto customers through March, so you can get a little closer to your dream. Whether your dream is discovering new roads and new limits, or supporting that dream. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, get $1,500 customer cash on a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, folks. Thursday, we'll update the snow chances in your First Warn forecast, and we're talking to a constitutional law expert about impeachment and whether it means President Trump can be blocked from taking office again. See you Thursday morning.
Saturday's matchup against the Rams will be strength on strength. Green Bay boasts the best offense in the league, while LA has the best defense in the NFL. And that unit is led by Aaron Donald, who is a little dinged up after suffering a rib injury against the Seahawks. But Donald says he feels no pain. And as far as the Packers go, they know they need to know where number 99 is at all times.
have to be well aware of where he ends up and make sure we communicate well and account for him at all times, because he's a guy that can totally disrupt and have a major impact on a game.
Obviously, generational talent in Aaron Donald inside, but a lot of really good players as well on that front in the second and third level too. So, just got to go out, trust your instincts, trust what you've seen during the week.
But the Packers aren't only worrying about the Rams' defense. Newly signed offensive tackle Jared Valdir has been placed on the COVID-19 list after recording a positive test. He practiced yesterday, so contact tracing among the team will be something to watch from now until Saturday's game. There's no sugarcoating it. Wisconsin's performance last night in Michigan wasn't good at all. The Badgers couldn't score and couldn't get a stop for long stretches in both the first and second half. But there is some good news. The guys don't have any time to dwell on everything that went wrong because they play Rutgers on Friday. And that's a team that's going to try to do exactly what Michigan did to them. So now their focus is responding.
One of the great things about basketball is you got quick turnarounds. So you can't hang your head for too long. We got to watch the film, get better. If we want to have even a chance to win at Rutgers, we got to come out with some energy and some passion and some fight.
We'll see how we respond. We'll see how we, attack the next 2 days of practice. And there's no better solution than jumping right back on the court.
There are a couple changes to the Badgers' upcoming schedule. Wisconsin's game against Northwestern has been moved up to Wednesday, January 20th, so they can make up their game with the Nittany Lions. That game at Penn State is now slated for January 27th. Both of those games will be televised on the Big Ten Network. For the third time this month, the Bucks are facing the Pistons. Milwaukee won the first two. Game 3 already underway. Bucks with a 7-point lead in the first quarter. In the first half of the season, the Wisconsin men's hockey team were swept twice. First against Michigan and then against Arizona State. And it's safe to say the Badgers haven't forgotten about the latter. After their Game 2 win, a Sun Devil celebrated by making a sweeping motion on the ice. The Badgers saw that, haven't forgotten about it, and can't wait to take on ASU Friday and Saturday.
We don't like getting swept, so, it's definitely going to be a lot of motivation for us, and, we're going to look to, play the same way as we did against Minnesota and then limit those mistakes that we did have. And then, I think if we do that, we'll have a lot of success, but we're really motivated right now.
Eric, you never want to give anybody any extra motivation.
They poked the bear there. Let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
Winter weather advisories are in effect north and west of Dane County from tomorrow morning through late tomorrow evening. Snowfall amounts of about 1 to 4 inches of snow are expected. Heavier amounts up toward the Wisconsin Dells area. And there might be a little bit of light freezing rain as well. We'll have to keep an eye out for that.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.